did a trip to Germany, which we've spoke about before, and we went inside a vault. And we just want to give you our first-hand experience about how secure these vaults are and why we choose them for our own metals. So it's about multiple layers of protection. The vaults that we use and that we went into, there was never just one big key. It was not just a big door with one key and they said, look, if you got this key, you can get in, and if you've not got the key, you can't get in. There was multiple things. So obviously there's keys, there's codes, there's eye scanners, there's body weight scanners, thumb scanners, and the guy actually said, you can't just do what you do in the films and chop someone's thumb off and put it on the thumb scanner. It has to have blood running through it. Yeah. So the detail of this stuff goes far beyond, the things that you would initially think about. They'd also thought about all the little details of different teams not interacting with other teams. So there was no one person in the vault knew how to access every part of the vault. So everything's ring fenced. And what we learn is if you have two companies and it's all about who can buy the most expensive security system, then if they both had the same system, you would say, well, what's the difference between one and the other? Because they've got the best system. It's the same system, no difference. But what we found is it's the experience and the process of how they put those systems together, how they knit them together, that makes it so powerful. So powerful. Yeah. So all of these little things, you can get to this door with this code, but then after that, you have to do this check, and then you have to do this check, and that person can't take you through the whole thing. And all of those little things knitted together make it so powerful and far more, we always joke and say it's far safer than the double lock on your door at home, when people say, are they safe? Yeah. Far safer for all of these reasons.
It's just layer after layer after layer after layer of protection, isn't it? I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing.
Yeah. I mean, as you've just said, somebody could, even if somebody did understand the security system and get their head around it, get the codes and everything else, they still couldn't get anywhere near the metals.
There's no way. There's no way at all.
That just confirms what happened in Canada yesterday for all that gold that disappeared from the airport. It must be an inside job because of the simple fact it's impossible to do what they say they did.
Good point. Very good point. Yeah.
Not only have you got all the security, but nowadays you've got people who are watching from a remote location by closed circuit television. Who have no influence on what's going on the ground, but they allow access on certain levels from a remote location.
Honestly, to say it was like a James Bond kind of setup doesn't even do it justice. You doesn't. No. And I'm 100% sure as well that they weren't telling us everything about how it works, because that's
he did say
as well.
He did say that because he wasn't able to for security reasons. He only just scraped the surface. What he told us.
So of the stuff that we did know, we were blown away, and we know there's so much more that we don't know about it. We were sent an interesting email not long ago, and someone said, "Well, isn't it a less advantageous position to have a bullion dealer that then has third-party storage, that they don't have their own storage? Surely it's better, again, uncertainty, you want everything close, you want to contract. Surely it's better that the bullion dealer has the vault as well." And we see it as a massive, massive advantage that they're separate. One, because it really blurs the lines if it's the company selling the metal to you and also they're storing it. Could they resell it? Could they take it out? Could they do other things? It happens all of the time. Companies tell you it doesn't, it does. So that really blurs the lines. We like to keep it separate. Plus, think about everything we've just said about this vault. All the years of experience a company, let's say like Brink's or Loomis, have had. All the locations around the world. Anything that's happened, any lessons that they've learned in one location, they can then roll updates out to every other location, and they refine the process of what they do down to an absolute art. And they are world-class experts.
That brings 160 years, Adam, isn't it? They've been going 160 years of involvement.
All that experience.
And,
so we think, look, let the experts...
Is it safe? We go, yes, it's safe.
Which doesn't do it justice, but we think let the experts in their field be the experts and do what they do best. If you're trying to... I guess there's a phrase in the UK, we say, jack of all trades, master of none, where you're trying to do so many different things and be an expert in so many different fields, and you end up being average at all of them. It's better to be an expert in one very niche area and then have outsourced that other thing, the storage, to another expert in a very niche area. So for us, it's a massive, massive advantage. And look, let's pull back from that. Nothing has zero risk. You can never have zero risk with any setup or decision that you make. But it's about reducing those risks as much as you can, so that you reduce the uncertainty and you just position yourself for a place of strength, so that you can cover any eventuality. And this is why we feel safe with the vast majority of what we have in the vaults, having this first-hand experience and the research that we've done. It's really, really powerful. I guess just one other thing to look at if you are looking into putting metals in the vault. When we talk about home insurance not covering your metals in the vault, make sure that the insurance with the vault does cover the amount that you've got, covers the different scenarios. I mean, again, no insurance covers everything. There's always exclusions on policies, and that's fine. But just make sure they're exclusions that are very unlikely. Let's put it that way, and that you would be covered. And again, that's something that we've looked into, and we make sure that we're covered and we feel safe and protected. And again, covered all the different options. So go ahead.
Because of the fact that gold goes up in value, and in my case, over 35% in 3 years. Each year, you need to evaluate your insurance because it's going up in value. It's not like a car which is going down in value. Gold's going up in value.
Yeah, true. And the insurance, we have access to the insurance certificates that insures our metals, and we can see the maximum amount of insurance per item. It's per item. So
that's the key point for item,
everything's insured 100%, but there is a maximum per item. So 1 bar of gold, whatever size it would be, is 1 item. So you want to make sure the biggest bar doesn't breach that upper level, which there's a long way to go before it does. I think it's in one of the vaults, it's a maximum of 15 million, and the other is a maximum of 30 million per item. So gold's got a long way to go before it breaches those. We've got a lot of headway.
Calling all US citizens. Check out the link in the description to get your free Gold Busters ebook.